What?
Okay. Wow.
And just like that, another week has come and gone. We can heave a sigh of relief and kiss the week goodbye.
Yeah.
Well said, Daala. On Fridays, we let our hair down.
Who lets whose hair down?
Darling, sorry,
Okay,
you
so
can't
I
relate.
like that.
Wait. We let our hair down.
Yeah, I do. I just did.
No, just
We let our hair down. So, what's that mean to me?
Daala,
Daala,
No, I take offense.
you let your lash out.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now it's time to let our hair down as we wind down the work week. The weekend is upon us and it's in full effect.
That's right. The turn-up edition of Esplash has been fully activated. We're all up in the building to make your transition into the weekend a smooth one. I love it. All right, it's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It's a jewel in the crown. It's the hostess with the mostest. It's Honey Morning right here. It's on a peaceful shizzle. I don't know which side of the bed I woke up from this morning, but you know what? We will be all right. So I said, let me do neon so that it can help my, and it's already working. How you see him now?
You're shining though. You're glowing. I see you from afar.
Daala, what's happening now?
See, I figured that Honeypot was going to be like all extra today, so I decided that I was going to do colors as well.
I see y'all.
So after I said let your head down, you just be there first, because it's like, you see me out with face today, you think it's play. Calm down. All right, everybody, it is your girl Daala, a.k.a. the Goddess of Skills, or you can just call me the Goddess for short.
Yeah, and I'm all pink today. All shades of pink. Well, anyway, guys.
Which one?
Well, pink is everywhere. Please.
She wants to join the colorful gang.
Didn't spoil my time.
You want to join the colorful
No.
gang.
You guys are neon. I am pinkish.
Okay.
Pinkalicious. Yeah. You know what? My name is Catherine. You can call me Lady Cath, have real hotness. But today you can call me Pinkalicious.
Wow.
Just like that.
Why did you join Amanda's club?
No,
Amanda is the one that
the name just clicked, and I'm like, you know what? Call me that just today.
Okay.
After today, that's not my name.
I don't know whether I'll remember before we leave the show, but it's okay.
Same, darling.
It's fine. Let's talk about what we have planned for today. We'll kick off the show with the entertainment news. That's right. Check out our celebrity birthdays. And then rewind to this day in entertainment history. Well, we will be having a guest joining us to talk about something exciting.
Yay! I will be the Tweetville plug for today. Later on, one of us will show gratitude on the Chew It Up segment, then we'll take the news recap, and another guest will be joining us from our sister station, Max 102.3 FM.
Yes, our final set of guests will be in the building. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on that one. And we will wrap up the show with today's Happiness is Free reminder. So much planned. Let's just get right into it. We will be right back. All right, we are going right now into the entertainment news. And first up is Baba D debunking rumors about Sound Sultan's ailments. So Dare Fasasi, a.k.a. Baba D, who happens to be the elder brother of musician Sound Sultan, has come out to debunk the news that his brother has throat cancer. Reacting to the news making the rounds that Sound Sultan was diagnosed with throat cancer and currently undergoing chemotherapy in the US, the artist and film director said, and I quote, "He is sick and he's getting better in New York, but throat cancer, a lie." End of quote. In another development, Sound Sultan put up a post on his Instagram page to mark the end of Ramadan, where he shared a photo of himself and his family with the caption, "Eid Mubarak to my lovely Muslim brothers and sisters. May Almighty Allah accept our fast as an act of ibadah." Instagram, this is not the one with Ram. I must not ignore the massive show of love. Thank you all. I will tell you my story myself. It will be true then, not false. I'm very happy to hear this news, to be honest. Because yesterday, we weren't sure exactly what was happening.
Exactly.
And, well, they say he's not feeling fine. So it still stands that we wish him speedy recovery. And I'm happy it's not throat cancer.
I am very happy about that.
And he has said
so
he'll tell his story. Obviously, it might be through a song or something. We know the way Sound Sultan tells his story. So that's one we look forward to.
Yeah.
And you know the way fake news spreads quickly. Good news. Thank you. All right, moving on to the next story we have for you today. Play Network Africa set to produce the Aki and Popo movie. It is now official as the production company Play Network, known for the remakes of Nollywood classics such as Living in Bondage, Nika the Pretty Serpent, and others, will be in charge of bringing back Aki and Popo, played by Chinedu Ikedieze and Osita Iheme, to the cinemas. The production company made this known via their Instagram page, where a teaser poster was put up with a caption, "Watch this space, hashtag Aki and Popo, hashtag get ready, hashtag anticipate, hashtag coming soon at Play Network Studios at Film 1 NG. If you would recall, Chinedu Ikedieze, aka Aki, and Osita Iheme, aka Popo, just last week announced via Instagram that they might be working on a series or movie. Just so you know, the 2002 comedy which brought both actors to limelight saw them star as mischievous twin brothers on a mission to ruin their father's attempt at remarrying after their mother's death. And this is one that I always watch. Yeah.
We're here for it. So we just want to see Aki and Popo. And the other day, Ojo was saying that, is it not that? Because that time we used to think that they were children. That now when we watch it, so won't we think that they're adult? I'm like, no. Well, for Popo especially, let Popo be 100 years old. It's still Popo to me when I watch it. Yes.
Do you know, when I heard this news, I was like, okay, the only thing going on in my head was, I was trying to imagine what the soundtrack would be. Because the last one was catchy. Even till dates, I can just sit and say, Aki and Popo, Aki Naukwa. It was very catchy.
They're so mischievous, and well, I'm here for it,
yeah,
as I said.
What I'm looking forward to is all the memes that will come out.
Of course. That first one, the memes are still trending till
yeah,
days.
there is one that I've even learned. Oje knows I don't.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
All right, enough about mischief and Aki and Popo. It is now time for us to take celebrity birthday shout-outs. First on our list, in alphabetical order, we have Cate Blanchett, who is 52 today. She's an Australian award-winning actress who you might remember for her roles in films such as Elizabeth, The Golden Age, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Indiana Jones, and The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Ocean's 8, and so many other notable films. Cate Blanchett.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
you.
All these movies, like, this is something I look forward to. I like it when people are talented and can act any role.
That's
and
right.
Cate Blanchett has done that over the years.
That's right.
Next up, who is celebrating today? We also have Femi Branch, who is 51 today. He's a Nigerian poet, playwright, film actor, director, and producer.
Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I like your sing song. You know what? Save it for the end, so you sing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And it's that person who does Yoruba and does English
my
too.
darling, talent. All right, today is also Andon Smith's birthday, and he is 30 today. He's a Nigerian Afropop recording artist who achieved recognition upon the release of his single titled Osinachi. You know,
What were you singing?
I'm singing the song. No, I was about to say
different.
No, when you don't know the lyrics, when you don't know the lyrics to a song, you add lyrics. So like, Osinachi, Osinachi mo.
Catherine,
Please, it's my version.
I think it's Catherine versus Honeypot today.
Have you heard of a refix? Excuse me, it's allowed. You can do a cover. You can do a refix.
Don't worry.
No, I don't need to be featured. It's my refix.
Okay.
Moving on, the one and only Mark Zuckerberg is 37 today.
Hey.
He's an American entrepreneur and philanthropist. He is most popular for co-funding Facebook, as well as being its chairman, chief executive officer, and controlling shareholder.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, happy birthday to you.
Gentleman who has achieved so much, so much.
And he's so young.
He's so young. And what I really like about him is his dressing. You know this.
I was going to say.
I was going to mention
Mark
it.
Zuckerberg will give you round neck shirts.
I'm telling you.
Same shades.
And you know how it is in these days.
I
went to look for a house one day. They said they will not give me a house because I did not dress like somebody who had a job. I said, okay. That's how Mark Zuckerberg will go there for something. They will say because he's wearing one T-shirt and...
So we don't know that he can afford the Olas.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Miranda Cosgrove is 28 today. She's an American actress and singer who had a film debut in the film School of Rock. She then appeared in a number of minor television roles before coming to prominence on the Nickelodeon television shows Drake and Josh and iCarly. You know, I have seen iCarly so many times, and I'm like, okay, this is really, really nice. Like, the role she portrays, seeing her act as an adult is something that I am looking forward to, because that's how it goes with all these child stars. When you see them act as kids, then you see them in another movie. In your head, you're like, I have to press the reset button.
And most times it's almost like, okay, so this person has been around for a very long time. So when you hear their age, it's almost like, who are you talking about again?
Yeah, because I know iCarly was just such a... It was all over the place for me, to be honest. Because I'm like, what's happening is like, there was never really a thing.
Like,
yeah, so I would watch it because I'm like, what's happening? It was interesting, but it was confusing. Like,
was it because of our brother, Freddie?
Everybody.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Everybody.
All right, please. Thank you, Daala, for that special revelation. Now, let's move on. So we have a special birthday shout-out from all of us right here on the Esplash team to Mrs. Oluwakemi Shonobi. She's the Director, People, Culture, Experience, and Operations, PCEO, right here at TVC Communications. Happy birthday, ma!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
And from all of us at Esplash, we say happy birthday to everyone out there celebrating today. It's your special day. It's your happy day. And stay tuned to the show because it's about to get litty.
All right, that's true. Yes, up next is Rewind. We will be taking the history lesson just in a bit. Stay here.
Watch this.
Let's rewind. On this day, 1938, The Adventures of Robin Hood, directed by Michael Curtis, William Cayley, and starring Errol Flynn and Olivia de Havilland, is released.
Have you finished?
I'm only just beginning. From this night on, I use every means in my power to fight you. Chicken!
And in 1972, at the 24th Emmy Awards in the Family, Carol O'Connor and John Stapleton win.
And the winner is... Oh, I didn't read the teleprompter well.
And the winner is Gene Stapleton, all in the family.
Finally, in 1998, Stenfield's final two-part episode, the finale, airs on NBC to 76.3 million viewers.
Wait a minute, hold on. We're just patsies. We're just a couple of users. We never solved this stuff. What about the Russian guy? The Russian guy's the guy you want.
Mr. Seinfeld, Agent Stone, FBI undercover.
And that's it on Rewind.
Watch this.
Yes! Welcome back to the second hour of the show. You already know what time it is, right? It's Trade Off time. And today being the end of the week, and we're so pumped about this. It's all about gratitude. So we're all grateful, but one person is going to be given the gratitude speech, or...
And that's me, Harriet Hotness.
Okay.
Okay, so what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for the goodness of life. I'm grateful for good things happening, because in the midst of all the bad things happening around the world, everything we're hearing about, I'm grateful that I haven't lost anyone, and I have met new amazing people. And I'm grateful for the great people in my life and the fact that I know that we're going places. So I'm grateful for all of that. And I'm also grateful for this platform. So yeah, I have a lot to be grateful for.
Like, okay, so I belong to that WhatsApp group, like,
Oh, yeah, that's never me.
Back up.
Wow, wow. All right, so we're grateful on your behalf for everything. for everything.
I
Because,
love it.
No, because this life, it has not been so, things are happening.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly.
Especially sometimes that you think that the world is just so crazy like that, and, you know, you hear of something bad today, and tomorrow you wake up, you hear another thing. But then you just look around you, and it seems like everybody is still okay, breathing fine. And we have a lot to be grateful for, actually.
We do. All right, moving on. It is time for a quick recap of the
Let me get to my seat.
On the schmezzle.
Now, wow.
No.
We should watch
Okay,
you majestically.
Honeypot.
Wait.
No.
She wants us to watch her majestically.
No, especially Catherine that has been sizing
Because
me
my
up.
eye has been going down. Since I've not talked.
I love it. All right, it's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news. Baba D debunks news of Sound Sultan's ailment.
And Play Network Africa set to produce the Aki and Papa movie. Amazing entertainment news we had for you guys today. Well, when we do come back, we'll be having a guest from our sister station, Max Wonder 2.3 FM, joining us. Do keep it locked, guys.
Hey.
All right, when the show started, we told you that we have a number of guests who will be joining us today. And all the way from our sister station, Max FM 102.3, we have OAP Extraordinaire, and that voice you hear every morning on Max Breakfast. Mark Otava is in the building! Woo!
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate
Yes,
you guys.
and he will be talking to us as regards what we should be expecting on Sunday during the Max Live concert. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate
That's
it.
amazing. All right, so where did this idea of holding the Max FM concert come from?
Well, at first we felt like it was time to actually reach out to our listeners, you know, much more, because you listen to radio every time and you get to hear the voices of the OEPs. Most of the time you don't get to see them, you know, do what they do, yeah? And we felt, being a hit music station, we needed to celebrate Afrobeat music to a large extent. We know Afrobeat music is like the universal language everywhere now, and finally we got a Grammy with one of our own. And it's seeming like the whole thing is taking a different turn. So we can't afford to be left out of the pack. And, you know, lately the pandemic has, you know, brought about too much depression in the world everywhere, and people have not been given the freedom to go out anymore. So we felt this is another opportunity for you to go out there and express yourself. And it felt good. And knowing that when people come around, there's this sense of belonging we have when you actually celebrate Nigerian music. And we didn't want to, you know, caught out of those, you know, emblems of having, you know, the perfect picture of what we always wanted. Hit music station, Max FM, when you tune in, it's fun. You know, we don't do anything serious.
Very true.
That's the truth.
Very true.
It's fun, you know, comedy skits flying, you know, laughter everywhere, because we felt this is another way to actually give listeners a bit of some kind of comfort, you know.
Yeah, that's really, really amazing.
Yeah.
So what should we be expecting on Sunday during the Max Live?
Well, on Sunday, it's going to be amazing because the stage will be amplified with greatness. We'll be seeing live performances from different arts. We have in the likes of CK. Scales is built to perform. We have a very fantastic guy called Li too. He just had something done with Mute in conjunction with Wizkid. He's been very, very phenomenal. He's going to be on the list as well. And Idaham's going to be around. We have Roga on the play card too as well. Yes, and yeah. And of course Ladipo. He's gonna be on ground as well. And we have this very fantastic lady, Falana. Yes, Falana is a very good artist. She embodies every power of music when it comes to live performances. You're going to be seeing something quite different. And we have a host of instrumentalists as well coming through, you know, the live band. You know, it's going to be something fresh and different from the usual. And you could recall that because of this pandemic, you know, when Wizkid came busting with the whole live performance thing online, I think it's looking like that's the routine the world is going to go now, because if this whole pandemic thing, with the way it's taking new strides in other countries, there's a possibility that the whole concert thing might not come back anytime soon, depending, because the new strains right now might have to pull off some restrictions again. So now this live performances, online streaming and everything is what's going to be taking the center stage. So I think right now we're going to be seeing the best of artists. So now you're not going to be seeing the artists in the studio doing what they do. Now you're going to be seeing them live on the stage performing. So any artist coming into the game right now would have to start thinking of doing something in that regard, because you're not just going to be the artist where people listen to and just vibe to your CD. You have to come on live and do something for the world as well, for them to see, you know, that potential you really have. So what we're going to be seeing on Sunday is going to be fun. It's going to be beautiful, and I'm looking forward to it. And the beautiful thing about it is, again, is because of the COVID-19 restrictions, it's going to be strictly by invitation. And this is not to shut out our listeners. The idea is you're going to be watching it live on television. Yes,
Wow.
of course. And streaming on our YouTube page as well, Max FM Nigeria. And thanks to the TV crew, too. You guys are already making it happen because you guys have put everything on ground as well. And the team is working really hard. So everybody's hands are on deck to ensure we have a great show on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yes, that's amazing. And I like the fact that people haven't really been to concerts recently because of COVID and all of that.
Absolutely.
So it's good that this
Yeah.
is happening. And I hear you're going to be hosting alongside some of your colleagues.
Well, yeah, it's well, I'm glad it's not it's not a strange territory for me. I do TV too, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to be hosting alongside with my colleague. She vibes on the mic seats from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sarah. So we're going to be holding the show together, and not just us. Several other OAPs will be coming on stage to perform one and a function or another. So it's not just going to be about us on that day.
So basically, you're going to have a feel of all the OAPs.
Yeah,
Well, not just hear them on the radio.
Not at all. I know some of you here too will be coming to, you know, come on, you guys. So it's an all-packed thing. It's not just us.
Is that going to be a part where we introduce the OAPs to the world, like meet them? The voices?
Absolutely, yes, that's the point. Max FM right now, we're trying to bridge the gap because we just hit 2 million listeners now with the new rating. Yeah, fantastic, yes. I must tell you, it's really hard work. You know, I wake up 3:30 every day in the morning sometimes, 4, to get the show happening from 5 o'clock in the morning. And you could tell the team is really working hard. You know, we're trying to do everything we can to ensure that when you tune into radio, you have a great time. And the thing is, you know, with the way things are going right now, it's obvious and clear that the philosophy we're riding with, people are beginning to buy into it. Because you tune into a radio station, you know, the bad news is too much all over. Sure. And we felt we needed to just get away from all the bad news. You can read the bad news on newspapers, you can read the bad news on your mobile phones, but when you tune into radio, hit music. You know, you're coming from outside the country, you tune into Max FM, you're listening to a song you heard in the UK. We play top songs, Spotify, iTunes. You know, we don't slack in that regard at all. So even if you're a Nigerian artist and you're coming to hit a song on the station, your song has to be premium to fly on the station. If your song isn't good enough, it can't play. That's the rule. It's not any bias of any kind. Some have taken it in good stride, gone back to the studio to do something strong and bring it back, and we play it. So the idea is you tune into a station, and it's more like a basic health therapy for you. You're listening to a song, and you're feeling good. This is where I want to be. And coupled with the fact that we always hold this Max Million competition on radio, where you get people to pick any amount of money they want. All you need to do is just say stop on the money you want, and the money is yours. I think that's another part. Yeah, it's called the Max Millions. And it's going to be happening maybe very soon. I don't want to, you know, bust the bubble yet, but just tune into 102.3. Anything can happen. Yeah, that's it. Yes,
right. So I know you mentioned that it's strictly by invitation.
Yeah.
But what other, measures are you taking to be sure that COVID-19 compliance?
Yes,
especially with the new rule where they say the gathering, the limit is 50 people.
Yeah, absolutely. We have actually taken care of that in the regard that most of our sponsors will be on ground. So the hall is going to be filled with basic people we want in the hall, but we're going to be inviting other people from outside as well. So we are looking at a very stringent number. Okay. So we are not really opening the door, throwing the door open for everyone to come in. So that's exactly why we decided that, okay, while the show is going on live, it's going to be showing on your television as well. So even if you're not there, while you're watching it on TV, it's like you're there live as well. You know, on YouTube is there. The moment power fumbles, you know, sometimes in Lagos especially, you can't rely on the power holding company for too long. When they flip it, just flip to your mobile phone and live. YouTube is right there for you, Max FM Nigeria, and you get to catch a show live as well. So we got everywhere covered, basically. So we're not leaving you out of any action. No matter what.
So I know a lot of people are going to be asking, so if it's strictly by invitation, how do we get invited? Yeah. Is it do they go to your social media? Do they? Well,
yes, that's the truth. Follow the Instagram handle, Max1023FM, and you can hit the Facebook as well, Max FM Nigeria, YouTube as well. What we're doing is we're going to be springing up a few surprises with the tickets. That's why you have to follow the handle. Yeah, wow. Exactly. Yeah. So if you're not following the handle, it might be really tough for you. So we're trying to do everything based online now. This is where it's going. So, and you could also listen to the shows as well. Anything can happen before the close of day today for anybody to pick up 1 or 2 tickets to be at the show. So yes, 102.3 is the dial. So just do what you have to do and get across. That's it.
Oh, that's really, really amazing. A lot of insightful information out there. If you didn't watch this interview, you might not be at the Max Live.
And quickly, I just want to add this. A special thanks to our sponsors that will be coming on ground that day. Yeah. We have Lush Hair, we have Malta Guinness, we have Guinness Nigeria, we have Smirnoff Ice, we have Munch It, and we have
You remember?
we have Fearless as well. So they will be headlining a lot of sponsors and covering the events as well for us.
Thank you so much, Mark Otavo, the voice of the Max Breakfast Show.
Thank you very much.
But right now, we told you earlier we had 3 guests. It is time for the 3rd guest segment. And we have in the studio this spectacular brother duo who are singers, songwriters, and record producers, popular for that special and beautiful high life sound. Welcome to the show, Kingsley Okore and Benjamin James, aka the Cavemen.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
He looks like a caveman. He doesn't.
No, there are different types of cavemen.
But true though.
Yeah,
true
of
though.
course. All right, so good to have you here. Like I said, that you guys have a lot of fans. The fan base, oh mad. Sometimes do you even wonder, like, how did we even get here? Because I think it was 2020 that I actually started knowing the Cavemen. And I'm wondering, you use jazz. How did it happen?
Oh, I don't know. It just happened. There was no plan of us being this big.
Okay.
It's just us making the music we love and putting it out. So that's just it.
Before when we're off, I was hearing your voice. Now I'm hearing we just. One person is a doctor.
There's no doctor.
No, I know that I am music, but I know that some because one person is a lawyer.
That's why I didn't acknowledge it.
But you're a doctor, you're saving lives too. The same way you guys are saving lives with your music. Exactly.
Okay, interesting stuff. I mean, I see that you do high life, and there is a fusion of the high life plus, the Western instrument and all that. So I'm beginning to wonder because everybody is woke in this part of the world right now, the Gen Zs and all that. And bringing high life, and then you already have a lot of fans like this. No, I'm surprised. So many things surprise me right now because I'm like, so high life, young guys doing high life, behaving like old men. Like, okay, so old souls in young bodies, and people are accepting it. I really want to know what you have done. I mean, how did you put this together? And what was the genesis for you guys, like high life, and then you're bringing it back to the fore?
Yeah, I mean, it was the first time we performed one of our songs, Osandu. Yes, our debut single. But we performed it like 2 years before we released it. So in 2017, just late 2017, we performed that song. And during the sound check, that was the first time ever. And during the sound check, we played the song, and I and my brother, like, it was just different. We had 2 songs to perform that day. And, Osandu, we didn't expect the outcome, like how we felt. It was like, wow, we're home. You get what I'm saying? So, like, then we performed the song that day, and, the acceptance, the reception was so truthful, was so honest. So, like, we're like, okay, let's start making stuff like this, and that's how, it started. So, like, High Life has always been there for us because we grew up listening to High Life, but, the realization of it really felt different. Yeah.
Oh, really nice. So I realized that working on your album titled Roots, you had your whole family work on it together. Yeah. So it's safe to say that you guys are from a musical family, even though your parents are not singers. Mm-hmm. So how did all that come about? Tell us about the beginnings, the beautiful beginnings.
Of the Cavemen?
Yes, the Cavemen.
I mean, he was in Kano, law school, and then he had the idea of the Cavemen. Because it was in the cave, technically. I mean, it's law school we're talking about. True. So, and he came back home and he told me that, hey, Benjamin, see you. I was like, I'm just a drummer, so let's do this shit. Let's do it. So that's how it came about. That's basically it. Yeah.
Okay, so what influenced the album Roots? Because I can see you guys went back to your roots, even though you guys don't. Can you speak Igbo well?
No.
Okay, so you guys went back to your roots and decided, you know what, this is our root. Let's title this album Roots. Talk to us about working on the album, especially featuring your siblings.
Yeah, working on the album was hectic, but it really pushed us because we produced the album ourselves. Yeah, so it was a great experience, and it was a very great experience. So I've forgotten the other half of the question, but when I remember it,
Okay, so the other half of the question is working with your siblings on the album, putting it together.
Yeah. In the family is for a song to come out of our house.
Yeah,
it has to be great.
Yes,
there's so many critics in the house. Next time I'll be like,
It's not going anywhere.
that song will blow. That's not my mom. It's just like that. It's a
Okay, so I see that 2020 was actually great for you, and you know, people, different strokes for different folks. People would say different things about 2020 because we experienced what nobody had experienced before. I'm sure it was shocking to you.
Yes.
Okay, so how did you even make that work in the first place? And you want to tell me how you're cashing in too? So don't forget the second half of the question.
Okay, so the pandemic was bittersweet. It was sweet. Let me start from the bitter side. It was bitter because, of course, we were not gigging as musicians, and for musicians like us that are live, you know, performing musicians, you know, it's like taking half of our job description.
Wow.
You know, so it was kind of like that, and you know, in the kind of country where it was tough, you know, but it was sweet because it gave us time to understand the sound, because we had already made Roots before, you know, Roots was supposed to come out earlier.
Okay.
You know, but it gave us time to understand the sound and, you know, and just be humble enough to learn and research, you know, so I feel like the next couple of stuff, you know, you're going to hear that will be available soon, like, would tell you that, you know, there's so much growth. So the pandemic made us learn what we would have learned in 3 years in like 3 months.
Wow, interesting stuff.
Really
Okay, and now looking at the Nigeria that we are in, I mean, different things happening, it's such an interesting country. The other day I was talking about how when I was young, I would listen to the radio station and then people would be talking about, they would just be putting out emotions would be flying here and there. Hey, this country! No. And I am grown. Is the same thing. So, gentlemen, I just want to ask, okay, with what you do, with your work, has it been easy? How easy has it been for you? Of course, yes, you have fans and all that, but looking at other things, yesterday too, I was complaining about how expensive things are. I don't know whether you are experiencing that, or how does it even, what do you have to say about this? What are the challenges for you?
I mean, one word. Challenging. So like from one challenge to the other, that's how life even is, you know, in general. So I feel like, you know, the most important thing is don't lose that rope that brings you back to yourself. You know, no matter what happens. So sometimes you'll be kicked back, you'll be frustrated by everything that's happening, but like the important thing is that we hold on to that rope that says, okay, I'm Nigerian and this is where I'm from. You know, and I think that really, you know, makes you alive in this time.
So you're one of those people who don't even want to relocate, right?
No.
Interesting.
Well, they are really reaping the fruit of their labor right now. So
that's great. And we still have the cavemen right here with us. Stay tuned.
All right, guys, you're welcome back to the show. This is still Esplash, and we still have the dynamic duo, the cavemen, in the building. So you guys just saw a video titled Anita. And in that video, I'm sure you guys were wondering what was going on, where are all these clips from? This video was actually put together during the pandemic, right? So it was more like, well, the world has gone digital. Let's do this. So how was the making of the video? Did you guys put that together, or you had someone do it for you?
Yeah, the team that worked with us for the album, they were the ones that put it together.
Oh.
Yeah. Such an exciting video of the fans just celebrating the song. Very exciting.
The fans produced and directed the video.
The song,
So you guys made the official video?
Yeah, just...
Okay.
That's really nice.
So are you thinking that at some point you're going to dust your wig and just go back to law?
Oh, go back to law.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking it, but when I think about it, I'm gonna let you know.
So for now, it's not in the works,
No,
not anytime soon.
For now, I'm not thinking it at all.
But that's possible, right? Like maybe you're tired of something and then you want to... No, I'm just helping you think.
So you're acting like they coerced you into studying law.
No, tell me.
No, they didn't force me to study law.
Okay. You did it?
They influenced me. They persuaded me.
Okay.
Right? So there's difference.
When was the last time you saw your wig and gown?
Oh. My wig and gown, the last time I saw my wig and gown was 12th December 2017.
Okay, wow, that's a long time
And that
ago.
was the day you graduated.
Okay, let's move on from the wig and gown. Now let's talk about awards. You guys took the world by storm, and you guys have just been going places ever since then, performing all over the country, Abuja, Lagos. Let's talk about awards. How did you guys feel when you won the Headies for the best? Yeah.
It was special. It was like a confirmation that we're on the right path, you know. It just keeps getting better and better. We didn't expect it.
Never expected.
It was very strong, but I mean, we're like chilled and excited at the same time, you know.
So the contenders in that category, how many of them have you worked with so far?
2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Are you asking him?
Yeah, 2 of them. I'm not sure.
Who and who?
2 of them. We're currently
on the
let's say one. Let's say one.
Okay.
We've worked with Bears. Right? Very nice album, Delight. If you've not listened to it, please grab your copy. But the rest, for sure, we definitely, come on, Asha, we grew up listening to Asha, so she's like our mama. Then Brimo, come on, like, I remember the first time I saw Brimo perform, very incredible. He came to my school and I was like, man, I want to be like this guy.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Then DRB Last Giddy, come on board, like, they're, you know, where are we, you know? So, but definitely, if the opportunity comes, we're going to jump on it.
Okay, that's right. So the remaining part of the year, we have how many months left in the year? And we're looking forward to, like, okay, some more stuff from you. What exactly are the plans you have for the rest of the year?
The plans we have for the rest of the year, we plan to be good citizens of Nigeria.
Why yourself?
Okay. Definitely, like, more content, more. We definitely have a second album coming out this year, so please be watchful.
What would the title be?
We're still deciding, but is it?
Are you sure you don't want it to be exclusive to us?
We're still actually deciding. So maybe after the show, I'll tell you. I'll give you a hint. But
well, you just said you're deciding.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint of what's the options we have.
Okay, different options.
Great.
Okay.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you so much, CAVEMEN, for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
It's been great. Like, I've been looking forward to having you guys. I've been talking to you because as people have so many fans now, maybe I can tap out of the grace. But then, all right, the show continues. Stay here with us.
All right, before we go, here's this week's reminder that happiness is free.
Absolutely.
I love that video. I love her energy.
That babe's ginger, eh?
See, that's the vibe for the weekend.
No, that's the vibe.
That's the vibe.
All day,
simple.
Every day. Love it.
Take off your shoe and dance.
Hey,
straight up.
All right, that is about all we can take on today's show. I hope you guys had a blast. We had so many guests today.
That's right.
Don't forget, see, this Max Live concert that is coming. If you miss it by mistake, then I don't know what else to say.
You'll be sleeping on a bicycle.
All right, so definitely go to our social media handles at TVC Connect. Leave us your comments, leave us your messages. Tell us what you'd like to see on the show, who you would like to see on the show. If there's any artists that you're looking forward to seeing, literally anything you want to know, just go to @TVC Connect and connect with us. You see guys here any day.
What are you in your mind? I'm sure you've been thinking about it.
All right, it's your girl Daala, aka the goddess of skills. Honeypot, Honey Schmizzle in the building, and of course, Lady Cath. And we will see you same time, same place.
Bye!
Bye, people! Happy weekend!